I'm telling you, this is a almost foolproof
The
way of picking them.
1638 Finnish dry spell.
Yeah, look, done.
Yeah.
The Nova Scotian potato famine.
That's pretty good,
This
actually.
is
See,
what
that's
I'm
pretty
saying.
good. Yeah.
That does not sound sexual at all.
Alabama mudslide.
Ooh. That
See-
sounds bad.
I'm pretty sure that is a thing, actually.
Could be.
I
Well,
feel
no.
like that's a... I feel like that's a thing.
Rolling brownout is what you're thinking.
Rolling brown.
No, I know what that is.
Genius, right? Everybody's finally showing who they really are, just ass
Sure.
naked in a shower.
I'm
right?
cool. I'm cool with it.
But what I'm saying is, it's a cool idea.
Nice dick, Steve.
It's a good dick, Peter. It's a good
It's a
dick.
beautiful dick.
But
You're on a race car bed. Or a fire truck.
fire truck. You're a fucking fire truck. Watch
And
this
me
guy.
and Steve decide if you're an idiot or not.
Just us.
Just us.
Our jobs
You'd
are.
pass. I think you'd pass, Tara.
I know I would pass.
Oh,
Not
no,
now.
Not
Yeah,
now.
not now.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to the Decision Real Movie Review podcast, where we try and fail to review movies of today and yesterday. This week, we're looking at one of my favorite movies of all time, Starship Troopers, with Walter and Tara. They're looking at this long drink, and she don't like it. So it smells different than it tastes. It's a citrusy drink. Do you like citrus? Did that just hurt your feelings?
It's strong too.
It's a strong one.
It's a strong drink.
It's going to burn the nostrils.
You're right over there?
She's done now.
All right, just what do you think of that beverage right now?
I didn't
Go.
try it. It
She-
was just
she
that
sm-
was
you
just the
sniffed it?
smell.
Yeah.
That was just the smell.
You've had it, right?
Oh, yeah, I love them. They're good. They're like
It's
10.
strong.
if I
Fuck,
try
dude.
it, I'll get lip gloss on it.
I don't give a shit.
She's like,
I might.
I have a girlfriend.
I'm semi-grungy. So
It's not her lip gloss. That might be why that's like...
I don't give it. It's just
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's just taking a drink of.
It tastes better than it smells.
It tastes like something, and I can't put my put
No,
my thumb
maybe
on
because you had a monster before.
Haven't had
that.
any of that yet.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm trying to. Too citrusy for you.
Is there grapefruit in it?
Oh, I think there might
Maybe.
probably. Oh, so you don't
Maybe.
like the
Grape-
tartness?
It's a little bitter.
It's
tart
Finnish.
for me.
Oh,
It's the Finnish long drink.
that sounds.
Finnish with two N's.
Dirty.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Is
Yeah.
It sounds like the old. You gave her the old Finnish long drink.
Yeah. You could pick a place. A nationality was one of them,
Yeah.
and then a natural disaster, and it sounds like a fucking sexual maneuver.
Do it.
The Afghan twister.
Yeah, they're not bad.
You try it.
Okay.
Just try it. A place, and then a natural disaster. If you want, put a date.
What
a
level
random
of
date.
place? Does it need to be like a country or like
Sure,
a city?
sure.
Or
It could
like
be it
An
could be a race too.
An
So
exotic
it's like
sounding.
I don't think that's true.
Could
we'll
be.
try. I mean,
You said
some don't
place.
work, but yeah, do a place.
Okay.
The Susquehanna sledgehammer.
Yeah, just pick a place.
No, you picked the sledgehammer's not a natural disaster.
It is in my world.
What did you
the,
say?
The
A
North American
disaster?
avalanche.
Is that
There
what
you
you
go.
said? A natural disaster?
Yeah, and if you could put an arbitrary date too, like a year. It can't be a full one. So it could
So,
be like the
like-
1978 Indonesian windstorm.
Windstorm.
And then you got one.
So like the
It could be like a natural disaster.
okay. So
If
like
I like the Finnish dry spell.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, this is a almost foolproof
The
way of picking them.
1638 Finnish dry spell.
Yeah, look, done.
the Nova Scotian potato famine.
That's pretty
See,
good,
this
actually.
is
See,
what I'm
that's pretty
saying.
good. Yeah.
That is not. That does not sound sexual at all.
It sounds
It
like
can.
it's dirty, not sexual. Give her the old Nova Scotia potato famine.
The old
You should do
potato famine.
spud
Yeah.
famine.
It actually
Spud
sounds potato famine actually sounds the opposite of a sexual encounter. It sounds like you haven't had sexual encounter.
Hey,
minute.
look, maybe.
It's a famine.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways, before the reels do fall off, which they currently have, if you like what you're listening to or watching if on YouTube, what was that? Was that your
jaw just
job? So if you don't want to break jaws,
I thought you clicked with your like.
no,
Nope, it
just
was my
dying.
jaw. You know, my sister's just does that.
Just clicks.
Like yeah.
That was creepy.
I swear I never dislocated it growing up.
Yeah, no
like
comment.
Hers only, not mine.
So yeah, if you like what you're watching here about breaking
Like what
jaws,
you see.
Give us a subscribe on the YouTube if you like what you're listening to. Follow us on our social media social media pages
Yeah.
at The Decision
Or
Reel.
apps, however you
Or apps.
access
Yeah,
it.
you're right. If you have an apps and you can look at them.
13th century broom handle.
I feel like that was mine at one point. We
It
did
was.
this a
That
long
just
time.
came to
Yeah.
me.
The broom handle.
What?
No, it was 1867 something broom handle.
Alabama mudslide.
Ooh. That
See-
sounds bad.
I'm pretty sure that is a thing, actually.
Could be.
I
Well,
feel
no.
like that's a. I feel like that's a thing.
Rolling brownout is what you're thinking.
Rolling brown.
Well, I know what that is.
Ooh, what's that? Let's try it. Anyways, what we're here to talk about on this fine evening is a movie.
A great movie.
For
A terribly
more
great
information on the Dublin hurricane of 1988, check my OnlyFans page.
Jesus Christ, there you go. Perfect.
Dublin
The
hurricane.
Irish hurricane of 1988.
I was trying to
That'd
go
be
with
me. That's Tara.
I was trying to go with, would you like to know more?
Dude, I'm telling you, this is it's foolproof. Almost. I'm sure you can find some stuff, but it's foolproof.
It is.
Do we announce the movie? Did we say the movie yet?
So, just to let you guys know, damn it, now I forget how it goes. There's only one good bug, and that's a dead bug.
There's only one good bug.
That's what it says.
Okay, that's what I said then.
That's
Some
what
of the
it
best
said.
commercials in a movie ever.
That's what it said. So, and Carrick was in the room when it happened. I looked at Carrick and I was like, "That's not even true."
The Roommate.
And he was like, "In this movie, it's true."
Yes.
I was like, "There are so many bugs that contribute to the ecosystem," and he was like, "Not this one."
This is the solar system. So these types of bugs, I don't think.
Literally, the universe.
Well, yeah.
The fact that they can launch shit across space blew my mind.
out of their butts.
Out of their asses.
Oh, the actual bugs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's my okay. If we're gonna get into it, Starship Troopers, by the way. Spoilers.
What else would it? Honestly, at this point, if you don't know what it is from the conversation,
If you don't know from
Honestly,
shooting
that's probably a great way to
things
start.
at the ass across the universe, you don't
Yeah.
know what you get out.
I think that was the
We're
most
just giant
suspenseful intro
bugs.
we've ever done. People
It
are
might
like,
be.
"Wait, what? They did what? What? They shot what across what?"
Out of their what? So the only problem I have is this is a human race that has mastered intergalactic travel, right?
Sure.
But they couldn't see a giant rock coming from the other side of the galaxy.
Are they rocks?
They couldn't see a giant asteroid coming from the other side of the galaxy that hit Earth.
Was it an ass?
Droid?
the Buenos Aires infestation.
See?
Okay. Yeah, see? Yeah.
See, that could be bad.
You don't want an
That's like-
infestation.
that
Depending on
that
the
sounds like
infestation.
it would require some like.
I mean, I know
aloe
they
vera
called it
or something.
invasion and war, but to me, there were bugs, so I feel like it was more of an infestation.
Potentially.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
So
don't want it. Whatever it is, I don't fucking want
I don't want it.
I mean, you could make it dirtier by calling it an invasion, the Buenos Aires invasion.
But also, if you shave, they don't go away. So you got to get the shampoo.
Too far.
Anyways, what I was
Buenos Aires.
trying to
No,
say
Buenos
is
Aires.
she went there with where the asteroid hit, wiped them off the Earth.
Yeah.
How are you not going to see that's coming?
Yeah.
How do they not have a weapon that's
where I
going
got
to
it from.
shoot that out of the sky?
How funny was it when the parents like were on Earth's getting fucking
Is it about to
blown up or
rain?
whatever it is,
What's that?
and they're like, "What's that?"
It got so dark.
It's brought to you by AT&T.
I think it would be that quick.
Oh yeah.
You know, obviously we would know something was coming.
They
I
did
think.
not seem like nearly as upset enough. Also, when they saw it on the TV,
I feel like that's
right
the best.
after.
That if there has to be something to take all of us out, that feels like it's the best way to go.
No,
Like an
because
asteroid?
we'd know it's coming.
You mean an asteroid?
Yeah, well, I'm saying the fact we know it's coming, cool. Say it's like 30 minutes before. Obviously, we'd know long before that. But say it's like 30 minutes before. If you had to pick something that was to take out the world, that sounds like it would be the best scenario.
I would rather. I think I'd want to not know.
Oh, I'd want to know.
I don't think I'd want to know. I'd rather just.
Yeah, is that one of
Go.
those things of like, hey, we got 6 days left.
Yeah,
All right, let's live life to the fullest, or you just have no idea and you're just lounging on the couch going,
Well, I just have
Fuck
too
is
much
that?
anxiety
What
to
would
know
you-
ahead of time.
What would you do? 6 days. What would you do?
Panic. That's what I'm saying.
You just
I would
freak
have,
out?
I would have so
I mean,
much
the whole
anxiety.
world would know too, right? So literally, people would be,
Think everything collapses. Everything's going to collapse.
everybody's dying, killing, fucking.
Yeah.
I think what I would try to do
Stealing.
is try to gather as many of my loved ones in one place so that we would all just together
I think
spend those days together, and then we all just together.
I think
You know what I mean?
a lot of people would have the same idea that I would. They did want to go secluded, and they'd like a mountain. I'd like to go fucking to a nice, cool ass place and just
Would you
sit
just
on
hope
top
that
of
you would
it.
survive?
No.
or-
I'm just gonna. I would
So you're not
rather
trying to
usher that
escape it.
shit in.
You're
yeah,
not trying
yeah.
to escape, but you just want to be there by yourself.
Like if people like
Alone.
leave cities, yeah, alone.
Like not your kid or anything, just alone.
Yeah, kid would be better off. I mean, I would love to be with my kid the whole time, but he would be probably better off maybe with mom.
Yeah,
or something.
Because guess
like
what
it.
I'm doing? We're going buck wild.
Yeah. Well, it's not that. He'd probably want to be with me, and he'd more welcome to be able to be. But I'd rather be right up in front, like personally up in front waiting.
Like Independence Day when they go meet them at the top of the fucking building.
Put
like,
me on a
hey,
huge building, a gigantic mountain, right where that shit's gonna fucking splash.
death.
Instant.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Why not? You anywhere else? You're just watching shit blow up.
You're right.
I just wouldn't want to know because I'd worry too much. Like we've even talked
Butt
about this
ass
before.
naked,
Like
just
if I
fucking,
knew,
I'm ready.
if I knew, and we had a
Ass in the air.
chance, we had a chance to go to
Yeah.
a shelter. Would you want to know, or would you not want me to tell you?
If there's a chance of living, I'd prefer that.
See, here's my problem with
Sure.
that. You can't take anyone with you in a situation like that.
Bye.
Oh no,
if
I'd die with my family.
That's what I'm saying. I told
out.
him, I was like,
He's like, "Fuck you guys."
I said, cool, I'd live, but I would have that on my mind forever that I got
are
in that
you-
shelter and everyone I know and love died.
But are you the only person in the shelter, or is there like only one of certain members?
More like that. More like
What if
if
it's
we,
like?
more
What if it's like
if we,
70 dudes and just you?
no, more like,
Thought about it.
more like
Right.
if we found out via our jobs, for example.
Okay, so you're like an important person, and you're on this list that only
Or
these
one of
certain
us was,
people.
and so you could bring your partner,
Sure.
but not anybody else.
Right, like, hey, the world's ending. We got this spaceship ready to go to Mars
you
or whatever.
seen the
It's
movie-
The Simpsons. Did it?
Since they've done
Yeah.
all of it, Steve.
Sorry.
The green something.
I remember the one with what was it?
No.
John Cusack.
Oh.
No,
And,
I was thinking of Gerard Butler.
but
It
there
just
was
came out.
Maybe it was Gerard, but there was a certain amount of
Greenland?
bunkers that people could get into,
Yes.
and you had to be
Yes.
and they like jumped on a plane to get there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
that is Gerard Butler.
It just came
I
out
thought
a
it was
couple
John
years
Cusack
ago,
or something, but
and
it's not.
he got the alert on his
But no one else. did.
unfortunately television, and they were having a birthday party for his child. So other people at the party
Knew
saw
about it.
that he.
Oh,
got
so
the
like it
alert.
was on TV.
And so
like, hey, you're in.
people, well, it was like a state of emergency, and then he got like a text on his phone, but the emergency was on, so they were like, "What's going?" Because they knew his job. What's going on? He was like a high profile architect or something. So they wanted him to be able to help rebuild some shit like that. But so then
That'd self be
people
important.
that they are close with, like all their neighbors that they're close with and stuff, are trying to like throw their children
At him.
like in the car with them and be like, just take the kid. And but they have said they will not let you in if anyone is not like under
Yeah,
your
yeah.
like.
Did you hear? It's a conspiracy theory.
Let's hear it.
I'm in, right? So
Is it
you
gonna
guys
check
hear
out?
of the Detroit airport conspiracy?
No.
So
I
underneath,
want to
so they think it's a bunch of like Illuminati stuff, but more.
in Detroit.
Well, they have a bunch of
What-
gigantic
exactly.
confirmed underground tunnels in there,
Sure.
like actual. It's not just, and they think that it's a bunker for people to go hide in the United States when shit hits the fan. It's a very centralized airport. It goes out to different places, so you
Right.
can enter from different locations.
And also, it's in Detroit. That's the last place someone would be like, "Where we hiding?" Detroit.
I'm pretty sure it's Detroit. I think I'm pretty sure it's the Detroit airport. But look it up on YouTube. There's like a bunch of fucking videos on it. It gets wild
I'm
too.
sure there's numerous all over the
There's
country that we don't know about.
murals on there that they've like been covering up of like mass war things that looked innocent and they're not. It's one of those things. Yeah, just check
I like
it out.
a good conspiracy.
Yeah, middle of the night, you're like, oh, what am I gonna watch? Let's watch
Like, that's
something
the
keep me
stuff
up
that
for
gives
4
me
hours.
Panic. That's why I say I'd rather not know, because the whole time driving there, not only
I'm
would I
like
have
out
anxiety.
Tara's window. I'm like,
Yep.
it's fucking coming.
20 minutes.
The one time Wally does
It's 10.
text me back, it's to tell me
Exactly.
the world is ending.
Oh my god, here we go again.
Hey, anyway, so the movie we're talking about, Super Troopers. Super Troopers? Starship Troopers.
Starship
Oh, look at me.
Troopers, Super Troopers.
The plot of humans in a fascist, militaristic future wage war. What? Did I say that wrong?
No, it's just the way that it describes it.
Wage war with giant alien bugs.
Fucking gory, dude. This movie's so gory.
I will
when
say-
it came out, I was like, holy shit.
I think that's what there's a message here that a lot of people don't understand, and that's that don't glorify war. And what are they doing here? Or don't glorify. I don't know if you picked up on this, but everything they're wearing is very German SS military, World War II style. Right?
Was this purposely? Are you doing this? Are you picking up? Is this purposely done?
This is purposely done that
Oh,
way.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on it because it's just a bunch of fucking idiots. So maybe
Well,
that's
it's also the fact that like literally all of them in school are like that's their goal is to join the military. It's like like
Well, so the cool thing about
literally being raised to be all they can be.
the cool thing I thought is you have to become a citizen. Well, how do you become a citizen in this futuristic world? Is well, you have to either go into the military or be given whatever. But all they're different than the shower scene, which is such a weird position to put that in, right? Like, hey, all these people are naked and vulnerable and talking, but this is also when they're talking about why they're here. And I felt like that's low-key kind of genius, right? Everybody's finally showing who they really are, just ass naked in a shower.
I'm
right?
cool. I'm cool with it.
But what I'm saying is it's a cool idea.
Nice dick, Steve.
It's a good dick, Peter. It's a good dick.
Beautiful dick.
But
You're on a race car bed. A fire truck.
Fire truck. You're a fucking fire truck. But what I'm saying is like it's a cool idea that, okay, well, to be able to have a child in this future, you have to be a citizen. So you either have to serve time in the military or do some other stuff, or to be a judge or to do this.
If you were leading, would you do this?
If I was leading, would I do something like this?
Would you have make people register, like maybe like an IQ or something before you let them procreate, have kids?
Look,
I feel like that's different than requiring them to join the military.
yes. Well, I get what he's saying, and we wouldn't be in the situation we're in the world today if we didn't allow lowbrow people to make other lowbrow people, right? So maybe, and don't take that the wrong way, maybe there wouldn't be so many stupid people if we said, well, only the people that can pass this test can have kids.
It would have to
Here on this podcast, I enter Steve to figure out if he's an elitist.
No, but it couldn't be an IQ test because sometimes that's.
I didn't say it was IQ.
No,
I said
but he said
a test. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
The reason I say that is because
some people score low.
Well, not only that, but there are people who it's just because of where they live, they weren't taught the same
True,
stuff, and that's
very
not
true,
really fair
very
to fault
true.
them.
Yeah, obviously it would be a very well structured
Get them out of
test.
here, all of them.
Right. Get out.
If you're dumb,
Get
you're
off
gone.
this planet. You're dumb. Where to watch this
me
guy?
and Steve decide if you're an idiot or not.
Just us.
Just us.
Our jobs
You'd
are.
pass. I think you'd pass, Tara.
I know I would pass.
Oh,
Not now.
Not
Yeah,
now.
not now.
Hey.
Can't be that
That's
self-aware.
like that shit you pulled. I was like, Tara's a little late. I'm like, I wish for you to hurry up. And she was like, I'm going to drive slower.
No, I said, do you want me to drive slower?
And she did.
I hope that you read it with that inflection because that's
Oh
how
my
I would say it in person. Do you want me to drive slower?
Do you want?
Anyways.
Yes. Anyways, where to watch Foo Fighters? Where to watch Starship Troopers? Nowhere for free. You can watch it with a subscription though to AMC Plus, which is the second movie in a row that we've seen this.
Nice.
Before this, never.
Just grabbing all those
Didn't
old
even
weird
know it
ones
was
that
a
people
thing.
like.
Yeah, exactly. You can also rent it on YouTube, Philo,
Well, they are
Google
both
Play,
90s.
Apple TV, Redbox, Vudu, Amazon, pretty much everywhere. Or if you're like me, you have it on VHS, DVD, Blu-ray.
It costs
Coming
me
soon
more
on
on Amazon.
Laserdisc.
Or
than
it's-
other
it could be
movies have
seeding
for
from
some
another
reason.
individual.
Or that.
Porn file.
Maybe.
I mean,
I don't know. This is written by Edward Neumeier, Neumeier.
Numer.
Neumeier. I don't know. It's based on the book by Robert A. Heinlein. This guy, Edward, has written...
Hyman?
Heinlein.
Okay.
Heinlein. Heinlein. Heinlein?
And yeah, maybe out of that one, fucking beyond me.
Robert Heinlein. Edward Neumeier has also written
You're on it. You're on it.
all the RoboCop movies and all the
Yes.
Starship Trooper movies because there
Did
are
you like the new
actually
RoboCop?
4 of them.
The new
I
wish.
did. I did.
I liked it too.
It wasn't what I thought it needed to be, and then towards the end, it just turned into a regular just beat 'em up type movie. But everything up until that about him, like
The psychological shit.
dealing with the fact that he is dead and only his head and like
Imagine.
chest was oh my god, like. But also, you're now this awesome killing
That's
robot.
Fucking dope.
If you okay,
No dick.
no dick, no.
Yes, no-
If you were halved, okay, in a freak accident,
Speak English, Doc. We ain't scientists.
doctor said it was the worst case of being halved he's ever seen.
He's ever seen.
If you were halved
Wrong king.
and, and you had the choice of either you dead and you staying dead or
Yeah.
coming back as a murderous robot,
Oh, robot. Fucking robot, dog.
10,
You wanna
10
be a
times
robot
out of
dog?
10.
I'd be a robot
yeah,
dog
that
in a
too,
heartbeat.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Why do I have to be a human?
Yeah, I could be a robot
I'd be a
squirrel.
bipedal. I'd probably be something fucking whack like Doc Ocky.
Exactly. Give me some train track tires or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking like the tank treads.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
Dope.
I'm here for it.
Just be whatever you want, man. Take my legs now. I don't get rid of my legs now.
I don't need them.
Look.
If you
I
turned
hate
into
to
a
paint
tank.
this picture
Oh,
for you
God,
guys,
do it.
right?
Do it.
So excited.
It's just my legs are gone,
Yes.
and I have
can see
wheels, but it's that fucking everything else is still there, and it's just fucking there.
I can see it.
So you're sitting on it?
So like the guy from Wild Wild West.
Well, yeah, yes.
You can shave your beard like
We
that
should
too.
do Wild Wild West.
Oh,
the
it's on
fucking
my
earwax
list.
guy.
It's on my
It's
list.
fucking gross.
I watched it last week.
That's where I learned the
And is
word
it not still good?
impermeable.
It is. It is.
It's terrible.
Those
But amazing.
No, it's
those
no. It
boobies
is
floating in
good.
that water tower in the beginning. Primo.
Dude, the best part for
Yeah.
me of that movie is when they've got those things around their neck, but not when they're running, but
Oh,
after.
the discs are flying through the
When
cornfield.
he's like, I'm the master of
yeah.
the mechanical stuff, and he just hits him with a rock, and then they stick to each other. One of the
I
best
like
parts.
that.
It's great.
It's Kevin Kline, right?
Yeah.
I learned his name back before that movie. He still is not Kevin Kline to me. He doesn't look like a Kevin Kline.
I get that.
Good. I like that. People don't like that movie. I love that movie.
I love that movie.
When you have a giant mechanical spider
Yeah. In
powered
the
by
Wild
steam
West,
in the West with fucking Will Smith.
the original Django.
Yeah, you're right. I'm here for it.
Utah.
Speaking of that era of new, like African American cowboy shit, is amazing. There's nothing that gets me going more than fucking Western
okay.
like
Oh my God, what
movies
was
with
the-
fucking hardcore
What was
rap
the one that
music.
just came out a couple of years
it's
ago?
so good.
What was it called?
It was with Idris Elba.
Yeah,
Is it that
yeah,
one?
yeah.
I can't remember the name, but
Idris.
it's so
I thought it was
Idris.
Idris.
Yeah, you're
Idris,
right.
Idris.
But it's like fucking
Probably.
gangster rap.
Yeah.
And the fucking 2 6-shooters. It's
What
so
is
fucking
it
good.
called?
It makes me want to fuck someone up.
It was so good.
I can see him in the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
It's straight out of anime.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking it's glorious. I'm a big Afro samurai guy. That's like one of my favorite animes of all time, but it's got straight anime with hardcore rap music.
Hardcore.
Sam Jackson does
Yep.
the voice for it. It's fucking amazing.
Motherfucker. While Tara's
Anyways.
looking that up,
The harder they fall.
It's great.
So
It's so
good.
fucking good.
That's so good.
this movie, Starship Troopers, I'm going to always say Super Troopers,
I think
but I'm
I'd
going to try
rather
not
talk
to.
about the harder they fall.
That's fine. Was directed by Paul Verhoeven. He's also directed the original RoboCop movies, Basic Instinct, Total Recall, Showgirls,
Oh damn.
and Hollow Man.
I can see it now. Those all seem pretty right up the same alley.
They've got some similar
The fictionally
similar
sciency.
scenes.
Yes.
They have some similar scenes.
They look the same too. Like almost.
What's your favorite character Neil Patrick Harris in this?
No.
I'm surprised. I'm very
Well,
surprised.
we might get to that a little bit later, but
Anyways,
I mean, he's up there. I mean, you ever see, when Doogie Howser comes on screen, baby,
I know,
it's like,
I know.
what's
Yeah.
up? Yeah.
Oh, NPA.
So this is rated. Guess what?
R.
R for graphic sci-fi violence and gore, and for some language and nudity.
Yeah, it's shower scene titties.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Titties. There's a little
Breasts.
D going on in there.
Is there? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Not looking for it, but it's there.
Look at that little D
at it.
going on over there.
Smidge.
Just something small, something.
Whatever, man. If you got a shower, it's cold. Whatever.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. It's a
Yeah.
communal shower, which also is a little weird, but also not at the same time. Like you're in the army, infantry, whatever. Like this is what we got. Fucking
There's a-
shower.
Group shot. Look, it was only dudes all through high school. Every sport I played, just fucking wangs everywhere. Cool.
Well, what I'm saying is,
What up, bro? High fiving.
yeah, with your wangs.
I don't think. I don't think it makes a clapping noise, so it'd just be kind of weird.
I mean, it depends. It could. I wonder what it would probably literally just.
Look, we don't gotta fucking get into it.
That's more. Yeah, that would be it.
Your dicks do that shit from the Predator.
They wrap
You,
around.
you son of a bitch.
Dylan, you son of a
bitch.
He just grabbed the fucking. God damn it. Now that's funny.
It's good.
Starring Casper Van Dean, depending on who you are, is Johnny Rico, Denise
What a
Richards,
cut chin that man has.
dude, and it's like
That's a chin.
I don't know
That's
how
a
to,
chin
yeah.
for the ages.
I always thought like Hollywood passed him by almost.
Sure.
Like
Is he a bad actor?
yes, That's why he.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah, but he's got the good hero look to him. You know what I mean? But beyond that,
What was the Silver Chin, or the Fairly Odd Parents? What was the
Crimson Chin.
Crimson Chin.
The
That's
Crimson
what it was.
Chin.
The Crimson Chin.
God damn it.
Anyway,
Denise Richards as Carmen Ibanez.
Dum
which-
Dimmadome.
Super. All these people are white, but they have not white names.
You see that chin? That's a fucking chin.
That chinny chin chin.
Give him your dude
Impressive.
rating. What do you think out of 10?
Without
Just
opening
looking
his
at him?
mouth, like
Without
he doesn't.
opening
He
his
doesn't
mouth?
talk.
Looks only.
7.5.
7.
It's the chin.
That's the chin. And then he starts talking. You're like, ooh.
I'm not a big fan of the chin, so if
Oh,
anything,
you're
I think
not?
it knocked off a little bit.
Oh, really?
So you're not. You don't like the Clooney chin.
It's a little aggressive.
That's not a Clooney chin.
No, but I'm
No,
just
it's not.
saying.
But,
What
but
about
his,
the
is a,
Affleck?
his is a little aggressive.
That might
Like
be
it
an
almost,
Affleck
it
chin.
almost looks like
I'm doing Batman masks. Right
his
now.
chin is so like kind of squared off that it almost looks like it could have been plastic surgery. I'm sure that it
Mobile
wasn't.
infantry does the
Could be.
dying.
I'm sure that
be.
it wasn't,
Just a
but
pretty-
it looked
pretty boy
like a
is what it
jaw
is.
type of like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
They do the flying. What? We also got Dina Meyer as Dizzy Flores, Jake Busey as Ace Levy, Neil Patrick Harris as Carl, Patrick Muldoon as Xander, Michael Ironside as Gene Rajnak.
Awesome. That's Steve's favorite character.
By me, man.
Dizzy,
He's just the way he goes out like a fucking boss. His fucking legs, right?
You know what to do, Rico.
Dizzy
Do it.
kicked off Carrick's redhead.
Oh, so there you go.
Thing.
You should thank her then.
That's where it's at.
Yeah, I will say, he is a fucking
Yeah,
Terrible person.
Come on. Just fucking do it.
We're not gonna do that.
He's an idiot.
We're going through a reform
We're
here
trying
at
to
the
be
podcast.
more. Yeah, okay, he is an idiot for not seeing that Denise Richards' character doesn't actually like
Yeah,
him,
fucking bitch.
right? Like, and they're not even like together, are they? Even though
I don't know because it's very weird how they interact with each other.
Right. So in the beginning, when they have the iPad like whatever thing, and he's drawing the picture, which good for him because that was pretty well done. She like draws it back with it blowing a bubble in his face, like, I get out of here. And then even at the game, which I want to talk about this football game, how ridiculous and also how cool was that football game?
Yeah.
Like everything, think about it, like they're trying to make it look super in the future. So the football also has to be, you know, shiny and chrome, and they have these stupid hockey helmets on, which is no face masks on. They're playing on what looks like the hardest floor ever. So if you fall on it, that's gotta hurt. They're inside. I don't know. It was cool, but it also sucked. And then for her to be the quarterback, I thought was really cool because I didn't see any other women playing.
She's a boss bitch.
Right. And right before she goes out, what does she do? She throws a grenade into that giant fucking beetle's mouth.
Oh, you mean I thought you meant out onto the field, and I was like,
sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about.
When she goes
I
out
don't remember.
and gets murdered
Yeah.
by the bugs, which
Well, because I think she knew, like, chances are not, I'm dying. So, like, let me just, like,
well, no, she didn't know she was dying there.
no, I'm
Oh.
saying their chances were higher, any of them were dying, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
she was like, I'm
All right,
taking care of
Steve,
business.
Are you ready?
Oh, no.
Ready? Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
I can't look. I have to fucking. Tell me when you see them. Do you see the cards?
I do.
You see the cards? All right.
We were doing this.
Yeah. You ready?
So you're gonna guess
yeah.
the numbers.
Yeah.
And I gotta mind throw them
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So move your hand.
This is hard to do.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I mean, I could have whatever. So
7 of diamonds.
nope.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
I didn't even get the right color for
What are
you.
you doing?
It's from the movie. Remember when they're finding out
Oh.
Neil Patrick
There's
Harris
two
is a
cards
fucking.
in there, though.
I was hoping to just get something
one,
close
yeah.
to
I'm
one.
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
All right. You ready? Here.
Random.
I'm gonna hit draw. You want to put it on your forehead?
No.
You don't gotta put it on your forehead.
You
just
gotta
think about
send it to me.
Mhm.
Okay. Hold on.
She's gonna send it.
All right. Tell me when you can see them.
Sand it. I can see them.
You gotta send it to me though. You can't
Okay.
fucking.
I'm
I'm
trying to.
gonna point it at the camera.
Listen, I've got to focus on one of them.
I
Let me
see it.
see.
Zoom in so everyone can see it. Zoom in so everyone can see it.
You also got that privacy filter on. It's not really helping.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's hard. You can't. It's
All right, whatever.
too.
Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Sending.
3 of spades.
No.
No.
Fuck, this sucks.
That was
now
Queen,
I got all red cards.
Queen of Diamonds and Two of
Whatever.
Diamonds. We were trying to play the game in the beginning in which Johnny Rico's sitting there with Neil Patrick Harris, and they're trying to figure out if he has any type of
Psychic abilities.
thank you, psychic abilities, which was so out of left field for this movie when you think about it. Like,
Why not? I think at that point they were
Government's
like,
been doing
why
that
not?
shit for years, Steve. Just
Okay.
finding people that can talk to the dead.
sure,
While we're
but
on conspiracy theory.
in this movie, there's nothing else besides that.
Remember End User? Or is it In Game? With the kid that's got like special skills and he's meant to take on. It's got Harrison Ford in it. And it's got a planet of ants. And the ants are invading periodically. And they send this kid out there. And he thinks he's playing a fucking game. And he's not. And he ends up taking on this whole colony
God, that sounds vaguely familiar.
and kills them all. But he ends up losing like hundreds of humans because he thinks he's playing a game the whole time, but he's not. I think it's End User? In Game, maybe?
Patriot games.
Patriot Games. If you're listening to this, comment below what this movie is because I can't think of the name. But it's Harrison Ford, and he's leading the fucking charge. He grabs a bunch of kids that are like prodigies and special.
I
and-
know exactly what you're
I'm
talking
And
about.
Imagine-
they go through like a cut and games,
Yeah.
and finally this kid, this kid's the leader. He's the shit. And
Imagine them trying to get Harrison Ford on board with that.
yeah.
What am I doing?
The whole
Yeah, fuck
idea
it, what-
is
What did you
they're
say it
like
was
this.
called?
This is the final test.
He doesn't know.
End User.
No.
What is it?
Well, you know.
Ender's Game.
Ender's Game. Fuck.
Oh, that's newer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was aliens, not ants.
It's alien ants, right?
I
I'm
think
pretty sure it's alien ants.
they're not of this planet.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I was thinking like little bitty ants are trying to kill
Honestly,
these.
ants aren't very
Fuck!
scary, but like
Right. Big ants are.
They're big,
like the bugs in this movie are like
Pretty terrifying. Like
substantial.
the
like what kind of bugs are they supposed to be? What are they?
doesn't matter. They're just bugs.
Like what are they?
Oh, and this one?
Arachnids.
No, they're just made up. There's clearly like beetle themed and
Things.
ant themed.
The army like whatever bugs in this are fucking terrifying with like the tiger stripes and stuff, and they're just
Dude.
ripping you apart. And it takes like 100,000 bullets to kill
They start
one.
sucking out the brain at the end. I was like,
Amazing.
oh my god.
Okay, story time. So I remember back in the day when this first came out, I obviously wasn't allowed to watch this. This is 97. I would have been 9 years old, right? And at the time, my dad was working at this like satellite store, and we're talking the big old satellites, the
Old
ones
school
like
ones. Yeah.
And so he got a satellite because he was working there, and he got the movie channels. And I remember walking downstairs, and he's watching it, and it's at the scene where the brain bug comes out.
It's
And
fucking.
fucking
What's,
dude, I couldn't go to sleep for like
what's the Arnold movie?
years.
What's the Arnold movie where it has the dude exploding on Mars and he's like, "Ah!"
Total Recall,
Yeah, it's
also
just-
by Paul Verhoeven.
Exactly.
Right.
Love
Same.
Draw the lines right there.
And
Over here, drawing
They are-
parallels.
they're-
Parallels.
Insectoid alien race
there you go.
is what that calls
Fucking
them
bugs.
in Ender's Game. So not technically ants.
They just look like ants.
They
That's the
call
only reason I
them the
said that.
Formix,
I'm doing my part.
but it's they're an insectoid
Fucking
alien.
stomping on those
race.
goddamn cockroaches. The only good bug's a dead bug. There, I
Oh,
got
it's
it.
that guy. Oh my god, he was a baby.
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that
that's
guy.
it.
Whatever.
That's it.
Runtime on Starship Troopers, 129 minutes too long for Tara.
Go.
Excuse me?
Is it too long?
129 minutes?
Yeah, was that too long
Yeah,
for you?
that's a long time.
But I mean, but there's a
before he
lot.
said that, was it too long? Did you watch this? Was it too long when you watched it?
Yeah.
I was just curious if you just sang that because he just mentioned how long it was.
No, when
There's plenty of movies I watch where I'm like,
when I
oh, it's been
played
2
it,
hours.
well, when I played it, it came up and said 2 hours and 9 minutes, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
It's long.
here's how I look at it. This movie has to be. I don't think they're in high school. I think this is like a college kind of thing, but it paints them like they're coming out of high school, right?
Well, yeah,
And-
because then he was going to go to Harvard.
right. But we don't know. Again, it's a futuristic society. Maybe Harvard's afterwards, but they just look fucking 45 years old. So obviously they're not in high school. But I don't think this movie's supposed to take place in like, hey, this is the week after. I think this happens over a large period of time when they
Oh, well,
finally
yeah.
get out of high school, get into where they're going. What's her face goes through and becomes a pilot. He gets into this and they do all that. And then once they go to war, I feel like after that, it's a while. And then when they finally come back together and see each other at that one point, him and Carmen, I feel like it's supposed to be this like big reunion. Like, holy shit, we've been out here doing all this stuff. Even Neil Patrick Harris's character looks completely different. Obviously, he should.
His acting's completely different
Yeah.
too.
So I feel like it's that they've been away for a while because they're out doing this, and this whole giant war has been happening, but how do you do that in 2 hours, right? Like, how do you make it seem, besides putting a 6 months later or something like that on screen?
I mean, I kind of hope that it wasn't high school, because that's super irresponsible to choose like the fate of the rest of his life because of a girl who hasn't even told him she loves him.
But that's the
So
whole.
like,
We should do
point.
a thing called pick a character, where we pick to see what characters we would be in the movie, or our colleagues would pick our characters for us.
why do you already have yours
I
in
think
mind,
Steve-
and that's why you want to say this?
No, I have,
You
yeah,
know.
both. I've already thought
you
it all
already
out.
know who we are.
I might look like I don't think about things, but I'm
Who's-
very far in advance.
My brain is percolating all day.
Like I'm pretty
Very
sure.
far advanced.
Yeah,
far
I'm pretty sure
advanced.
Steve's brained out. I'm pretty sure he's Patrick Harris to this situation. Neil Patrick Harris. I see that.
That tracks.
And you're what's her face, the pilot chick.
Oh, she don't like that.
I know she doesn't like it, but she should kind of like it.
Okay.
Like,
I get what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm
Like, you're-
saying?
You're trying to be the best.
yeah,
And you wanna go
It's just
after your dreams.
Kind of a personality thing.
Like, nothing's stopping me from doing what I want to do. Does that
I-
sound bad? That doesn't sound bad.
Okay.
I think I'm closer to the general dude. I think I'm.
The Michael Ironside,
Yeah,
the
I
guy
think
that
I'm
goes
close
and
to.
gets.
Yeah, fucking legs
You know
gone.
what to do, Rico.
You know what to do.
And it's
I think
funny,
I'm close
he
to
doesn't
that.
even say that. They
Yeah, yeah.
overdub that. You can tell, like, what? Yeah,
I feel like
Josh.
What would he be? What would he be?
He'd be
Okay.
the Asian guy that goes head first in the beginning. You want
Yeah,
some?
probably.
How about this? You want some? And then just gets
Fucking
ripped in
gut
half.
and
Yeah,
done. Just instant. If you're gonna go, hey,
yeah.
Fuck
I also there's a couple points in this movie where I'm just like, but why not now? So like Rico gets a giant thing through his leg, and then seemingly the bug bites him in the face because we see POV shot from him
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah.
bug. So he gets fucked up, but they can save him, but they can't save Dizzy.
yeah. I don't
It's
know.
an irresponsible plot.
Well, I think it's the whole point of it being she has to die for him to go through the character arc of what he's going through, right?
Sacrifices had to be made.
I would have
Yeah.
saw me as Dizzy, honestly.
Because she's got red hair.
No,
No.
Actually, I would have said because she's more like the guy's girl.
Well, no, she's a go-getter. She's in all.
And I don't
Not because of that.
and I don't see myself as an overachiever.
I think
Personally.
it's.
I like to be good at what I do, but I'm not gonna like
I think it's more of just
go out
holding
of my
yourself
way
to it,
to
like
like-
a diligent, like she's kind of diligent.
Yeah,
Care. I don't know. It just you're more
Mm.
like her. Definitely not
Mm.
like the other one.
I see both. Anyways, release date.
In a good way, though.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
no,
good
I'm
way.
not saying it's in
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wasn't
She's
saying
walking
it was-
out here like, motherfucker.
No, I
piece
wasn't
of
saying it in a bad way.
It's in a good way.
It's in a good way. Release date November 7th, 1997.
Kind of forgot this was in the 90s, to be honest.
It feels very. It doesn't feel dated almost, right? Like the CGI is not amazing, but it's not bad, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The special effects, everything about it, what the what it's about. You're right. It doesn't feel like a 90s movie.
No.
But then when you look at the cast, you go, oh yeah, 90s.
Yeah. It's like a B sci-fi movie too. It feels like a Tremors
Wild.
2 almost at times.
Wild to me to think that Amy Smart and Denise Richards are like the same age. Because I feel like she's looked young her whole acting career.
Well, I feel
Kind of,
it's
yeah.
one of those don't get work done.
I mean, maybe, but still, I just feel like she
Oh, Amy
has
Smart
always
looks the
looked
same.
so young, like a baby.
Well, some people got it.
I
Like when
these
she was
chicks
in
that
Just
don't get
Friends with
work
Ryan
done,
Reynolds, I feel like she looks the same as she did in that movie.
I agree.
and they're just taking care of themselves. These girls
That too.
keep their beauty forever.
Yeah, when you get into Hollywood and start doing all the drugs and fucking, hey, let's get some Botox in their faces and oh, let me change my nose up or let me do that, you're going to start looking a little older.
Speaking of, depending on if you're watching this the day that it was released, I'm now 35.
When was your birthday?
My birthday is Thursday, so
Oh,
if you're
I
I knew
watching
it
this,
wasn't. Yeah, I was going to say.
Happy
I knew
early
it
birthday.
wasn't-
I'll try to remember to text them. But if not, you heard it from the
I
source.
heard it.
Just watch this video again. Happy birthday, Tara.
As I was saying, if you're watching this today on Thursday, November 9th, the day that we posted it, it's currently my birthday.
Wait a second. This movie came out November 7th.
Mm-hmm.
It's
This
November
week.
6th right now. That's wild.
We're on it, fellas.
Look at us.
Ladies.
People.
And fellas.
Guys.
Box office
Team.
that week. The top 10. We're going to get top 3, and then we got to guess the order. I will say this.
Thanksgiving Eve.
This is not a good. This is
97.
not a good top 10. Let me just run through it.
Yeah,
Number
fly
10,
through
Fairy Tale, A True Story.
Not sure.
I don't know.
Keep
Number
going.
9, Kiss the Girls.
Okay.
Something I did used to do on a regular, which is a lie.
I don't. Okay,
Keep
same.
going. Keep going.
Same. Number 8.
There's
Eve's,
not lying.
Eve's Bayou.
Oh, what?
Bayou?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, what?
It's spelled B-A-U, not Bayou. How do you spell Bayou?
B-A-Y-O-U.
Is that how you spell? Okay, so Eve's Bayou.
All right, keep going.
Never heard of it. Number 7.
7.
Boogie Nights.
That's a big one.
Okay, I know that one.
That's a boogie night.
Number 6. Mad City.
Not sure, but it sounds familiar.
Sounds
I
mad.
think I'm thinking of Sin City though.
Yeah, probably.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
Number 5. Red Corner.
Yep, keep going.
Number 4. Devil's Advocate.
Big one.
Okay.
Big
Big one.
big one.
All right, top 3 that week in no particular order. Then we got to
Sure.
guess the order.
I don't know-
Starship
I
Troopers.
don't know if I'm gonna be able to guess them if I don't know what they are.
You're going to know
Starship.
these 2.
Okay.
I Know What You Did Last Summer
Okay.
Oh.
and Bean.
Oh, the first bean.
The first bean.
This is like 3 movies that are.
The Mona Lisa.
So I know what you did last summer. October would have been before.
Hmm.
So I'm going to call that one my first one. And then afterwards, I'm going to go with Starship, then Bean. Just
Okay.
'cause British humor.
What weeks were they?
So
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Was it in second, third week?
3rd week.
Mhm.
Bean is
One
in
more.
its
See,
first
that's
week.
what I'm saying.
Starship Troopers is in its first week. Obviously, Starship Troopers is
Bean's in what week?
first week.
Okay, cool. I'm sticking to what I said.
I'm gonna say Starship. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Bean.
It is Starship Troopers number 1.
God damn it, Terry, you fucking asshole.
Bean number 2.
Damn.
I Know What You Did Last Summer number 3.
Oh, I know. That was a gigantic movie.
Mm-hmm.
But
Maybe.
Mr. Bean.
Fuck. That fucking that shit.
Well, and I thought with I Know What You Did Last Summer, it is still only the week after Halloween at this
Very
point.
true,
So I thought
very
maybe
true.
people would
Yeah,
still
maybe.
be
Okay.
piling in to see it.
Budget time. What do we think it costs to make Starship Troopers in 1997?
$28 million.
$28 million.
CG.
No comment. Tara.
Did this lose a lot of money?
No comment.
Go ahead.
What do we know?
I wouldn't know.
I'm gonna say $32 million.
She just priced right me. Go ahead. What'd you
I
say, Steve?
guessed $100 million.
Oh,
You see, it might have been higher.
We really low.
I feel like I heard this movie fucking botched a shit ton of money, but I can't remember if that's valid or not.
Well, so think about this. All the CGI in this movie at this point in 97 is really
Primo?
unprecedented.
That's
Right?
my new word, by the way, primo.
Also, a lot of the sets
Good
and
one.
stuff were all miniature sets. All the ships that you saw floating, whatever, they all did the same thing that Star Wars did. Those are all miniature, even though they're not miniature. They're actually like 1/10 scale or something, but still crazy. So
I thought they were real ships. So
wow, where are we going? Okay, the budget, $110 million.
Oh, God.
so
That's a big budget for 97.
Wally and I just learned nothing from
No.
these.
Okay, well, box office.
Officers.
What do we think it made overall in its box office run?
was
This
number
might
one?
be- it opened at number 1,
Doesn't mean it stayed there.
I'm
Doesn't mean-
gonna say 120
120. Okay.
because that's not what I was gonna say earlier. I was gonna say something a lot less. Oh, my titties. Sorry, I burped.
Where you at? You thinking?
Mhm.
I need to put the Jeopardy theme song on.
I'm gonna say 125.
125. Right in there. She's doing the prices right on you.
She's good at that.
I guessed
right.
$90 million.
Lost.
Opening weekend, it made $22 million.
Oh,
Not bad. Overall, it made $121 million.
what did I say?
120. You're $1 million up.
Fuck.
Look at you.
Sometimes it's fucking shooting in the wind.
Sometimes
baby.
it happens,
Shooting
you know.
in the wind.
Jesus Christ. All right, tomatometer time. The Rotten Tomatoes score, the Rotty T's out of 100% critics and audience. What do we think?
Fucking 15 and 29.
All right.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
people like this.
I'm second guessing mine now.
I feel like critic wise, they're fucking gonna hate this.
I mean,
movie.
I do.
I could be
get
wrong
that.
about all
I
this.
do get that.
And I know a lot of
I'm-
people that just can't watch this movie because of what it is. But yeah, the critics' audience. That was mine. Teens, 20s. Critics' audience.
Oh God.
Now she's like, I had
Yeah,
a number. I had a number.
Because like I don't watch this movie with like high regards, but like I felt like it was a thing.
It's an epic. It's not an epic movie, but there's a lot that happens in it, and it's a big budget.
I think
Popcorn?
it's culty, is what I think it is.
Very culty.
I think
it's
it
kinda
is.
culty.
I think
Nowadays,
it's
yeah.
culty. I think it's also it's supposed to be kind of like jokey propaganda for about
100%.
So like if they know to look at it that way, maybe they would score it higher.
Right.
Go for it.
So
Come on, spit it out.
I'm gonna say 63 critics,
Mhm.
74
74 audience. I guessed critically 55, audiencely 78.
Okay.
Actual,
So we're on the same mindset
yeah,
for
yeah.
audience at least.
I'm way off.
actual numbers.
I'm way off.
I'm gonna do the audience first.
Okay.
Okay.
Audience was 70. So
Okay.
we're
okay.
there.
Okay.
Critically though, Wiley, you were at a 15. You said.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
That's
This
exactly
is
what you
not
said.
the number that I would have thought critically for this movie.
Oh.
I figured critics would hate the fuck out of this movie.
Me too. 72%.
70 what?
72.
Whoa.
There's no way. I just sounded
Higher
like a
than the
European
audience.
fire alarm.
Higher
Oh.
than the audience.
Did you hear that, Steve?
Yeah.
I did.
What? It was in key. Perfect pitch.
Higher than the audience. That surprises me.
Yeah, way off, man.
I wouldn't have thought higher.
I'm glad, to be honest, because I do enjoy this movie. I thought people would, because I've shown this. I think the reason being is I've shown this to people before,
Mm-hmm.
maybe because they're not fans of the genre,
Okay, yeah.
whatever genre this sits in.
Yeah.
But they hate that shit. They're like, ugh.
I'm
They
not
can't make their
it's
way
not my
through
genre.
it. They can't make their way through it because it's too gory. It's
Oh,
too
that
cheesy.
doesn't bother me.
Well, it's cheesy, gory. The acting's not great,
No.
but I love it for if it's right up my. It feels like a fucking comic book to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, and it feels it almost it feels like somebody took a movie that I wanted to see and said, "Here you go. This is exactly what you want to see. You want to see people getting blown apart
Yeah.
by fucking wild weapons. You want to see giant alien bugs ripping people apart.
Dope.
You want to see titties."
Dope.
Dope. You want to see a bunch of dudes just yelling for no reason? You want to live forever?
I
eh?
don't
It's like,
actually
come on,
ever
dope.
want to see that.
Dope. it's good.
You
It's
want to
good
see
shit.
a bunch of dudes standing in a line with like
What this
machine guns
reminds
just
me of?
brrrr the whole time?
It's like when you get dinner. You're about to eat dinner in some place, and it's just a fucking steak and potatoes and a beer, but it's not really seasoned. But you're like, this is still fucking.
It's still the same.
This is still good. I
Right.
could do this.
Yeah.
I could do this.
It's you're right.
There's
The
not a
movie-
lot of substance.
Like,
not a lot of
still
taking
better
care of.
than not steak and potatoes. is
Someone
what you
didn't
mean.
sit there and go, "Oh, this would have great with all this extra fun little
Sure,
stuff."
sure,
They
yeah,
just
yeah.
gave me what I wanted. You
Yeah,
know?
okay,
It's like
all right.
straight up.
Good analogy.
They
You know
didn't
what
put
I'm
the
saying?
flair on it.
Yeah,
but they,
no one went fancy for me in this shit. They just fucking.
They just went all
hit
in.
me- Yeah,
Yeah, they just said, "Here's our idea. Let's do it."
yeah.
Done.
Sir, this steak is bland. Well, you said you wanted steak. You didn't ask for any fucking seasonings. So here you go.
You go.
Wow, sometimes that's how I like it, baby.
IMDb 7.3.
God damn. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
Right there. Who was our favorite character in this movie? Anybody?
Oh, the
Anybody can do
bugs.
The bugs. Why? Because you hate people.
Just kidding.
Steve and I are on the same plane most times. The reason I said Neil Patrick is because he's a fan of it, but the Colonel guy, I love the Colonel guy.
Which one? The
The
old
one
guy.
who loses his legs. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. What's his name?
Radcheck or something. Radcheck Roughnecks.
Yeah. He's a
Yeah.
tough fuck, but he also just kind of knows he's got life down to a science.
I like how when he's in the beginning and you're seeing him with the arm that's off.
Yeah.
He hits Denise Richards with it like, "Hey, you answer this thing," but like with the stub, like she
Yeah.
should be like, "Oh," but in reality she's like, "Yeah, this is the answer." It's hilarious, but also it shows his character right there. Like he's not afraid to get in your face about stuff or do what he needs to do.
A short second for me though, just so I can get it out there, is the girl that you thought that you were most like.
Dizzy. That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
I would pick as my favorite character.
She felt like she was. I felt like she was probably a really good actor, but just didn't get a good platform to fucking fly. You know?
No, so
She's been in other stuff.
yeah, she's been in a lot of stuff.
Well,
actually,
I'm saying
and
just
she's-
this movie.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
this
yeah.
movie to
Oh, yeah.
fly.
I thought she did fine in this movie.
Yeah,
There
I
was
think
no.
she's the best one next to the Colonel guy.
I was gonna say beyond her, I don't think there's good acting.
Minus the dude that gets his fucking brain. The dude that did the 13 Ghosts. Was that
The
Michael
guy
J.
that comes.
Fox?
The guy that comes. out
blonde
of the,
dude?
Oh, Gary Busey's son, Jake Busey.
Just fucking cock, just a fucking
Yeah,
douchebag.
that was pretty
Does a
funny.
great douchebag.
He does. He does.
Anyways.
What do we need knives for? All you gotta do is press a button to launch a nuke, right? Put your hand on that wall.
Oh, dude, it's fucking, it's great.
Now the enemy can't press that button.
How much time you spend throwing knives as a kid just to learn how to do it?
A lot.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, when I used to work at Dean's, I learned how to throw a knife very well.
Perfect dad moment,
Oh,
by the
jeez.
way.
Okay.
So we take my son camping. We test out all our new camping. I got a new truck. I got new camping equipment. All this fun shit. And I'm like, boy, we're gonna go randomly
Boy.
pick him up from school. Boy, I randomly pick him up pick him up from school. And I'm like, we're gonna go camping. We go to we go to Sarah's parents' house.
Mhm.
We start cooking steaks,
Ooh.
setting up the camping
And
equipment.
potatoes?
And I bought him a fucking legitimate, solid camping knife. And I saw it, and I'm like, all right, son, I'm gonna go show you something. So we go over to a tree, probably 15 feet out, 20 feet out, something like that.
Yep.
I fucking lob this bitch right in the center of a knot.
Nice.
And I look at the kid, and he goes, I'm like, you want to learn how to do it? He's like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Sure enough, next 30, 45 minutes, the kid's bouncing knives off a fucking tree.
Good.
And I'm like, probably shouldn't be showing him this. This is probably bad parenting, but it's dope.
No. That's responsible parenting because you never know when you need to throw a knife at somebody.
Yeah, one day he's just going to be
Or
out of
he, like-
reflex,
or
grab
he,
a
like-
butter knife, and bounce it off a fucking dude's head with the fat end.
Right, exactly.
Or he breaks that brand new
That would
knife
suck.
that you just got him.
Yeah, well, it was one of those Ozark Walmart
yeah.
fucking camping knives.
Don't matter.
It's all good. But he learned how to cook a steak, and at night he throw a knife.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, little man stuff, you know?
I like it. My favorite character is definitely not who you thought it was. Mine was Private Zim,
Which one's Zim?
the guy at the end who gets the brain bug.
Oh,
So he's in the beginning, he's giving Rico a rough time, and he's the guy that breaks the dude's arm.
Yeah.
He fights Dizzy and all that. He's basically he was a lieutenant at that point.
And they
Yeah.
told him he wasn't going to war.
And he's like, I want to be
He
whatever.
was my next one. He was my runner-up.
And he's like, well, you'd have to bust yourself down to private. And he did. And he fucking got the bug. And the
Yeah.
cool scene at the end is Rico coming up to him, and he's got to salute him because now he's under him because Rico's the lieutenant.
it's a good choice.
Yeah,
It's a
so
fucking solid choice.
It's great.
People got promoted really easily in this movie.
In the Roughnecks, yes.
Yeah,
I'll shoot you myself.
everyone was like top of their shit
Right, what did he say?
within like a year.
You're in charge until I find somebody better, or
Like-
until you die, or I
Yeah,
find somebody
yeah.
better.
He
Yeah.
was literally quitting. He was going home. And then he did one good thing and was promoted.
That's all it takes.
Wow.
It really is.
It's-
Between
it's war. It doesn't
in,
matter.
in our
Right.
version of this, the nepotism and the fucking doing
Oh,
one
yeah.
thing to get it's the easiest shit in the world.
Well, also like Denise Richards, I want to be a pilot, and all of a sudden she's the best pilot in the fleet. Like, what did she do?
Look, and I hate to be this guy, but she looks like a lady that couldn't drive a car.
I
You know
agree
what
with
I'm saying? She was
I
just
don't.
When
fucking-
she was okay, when they're in the spaceship and they're flying and she's doing these
Sorry.
weird like I'm like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
These don't fly themselves at this point.
You remember Galaxy Quest when they're about to pull out and it fucking hits the side? That's what it reminds me of.
I love Sigourney Weaver's part in that when her job is to repeat what the computer says.
Oh God!
And she
It's
gets
hilarious.
mad at it, like, just I got one fucking job here, just let me do it.
By grab Thar's hammer.
God damn it! That's
Or when
great,
at one
great
point
movie.
where he says something to like he's asking her questions and she's like, I don't know. I just they haven't said anything yet. I can only do what the
Genius
computer
movie.
says.
Great
Genius
movie.
movie.
Great
I
We'll
just
get to
watched-
that one.
I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
that
Pretty
recently too, just
Really
because.
good. My favorite fun fact about that movie is she does say "fuck that" at the end when they're trying to go through that thing, and they would not let them keep it in it. And
Aw.
they were like, they fought so hard to keep it in because it was supposed to be a kids movie, but it's not a kids movie.
It's really not.
Clearly not. So they had to change it to. I
It's
don't
great.
remember what she says. Forget that or something. Yeah,
That's a great premise for a movie.
it really is. Favorite part or scene of Starship Troopers?
I always give my shit away too early. That fucking
You're so excited.
the brain bug thing is amazing. But I do like the gorilla shot camera portion where the news reporter's flying around. That's pretty fun.
I like how you see it from two different perspectives.
Yeah,
So in
yeah.
the beginning, you see it from it
It's
being
dope.
shot, and then later when they go back and they're actually there, you see the same scene play out, but from the cinematic camera. I thought it was genius.
It was good. I loved it.
Yeah.
Notable mention, football. The football portion of it.
I talked about that too earlier.
It felt like a NFL blitz kind of to me.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
the,
Yeah.
the futuristic,
Yep.
Futuristic and fucking.
Yeah, they're doing like springboard.
Yeah,
hand, whatever.
It's like football X.
Right.
Or something.
Flip stick, 3-hole. What is that? It?
I
Yeah,
don't fuck-
so stupid.
I don't know.
What
But yeah,
was
those
that?
are mine.
What was that even play? Just go run straight and flip over somebody, and then you're open.
Pretty much.
Cool. And then let's do the same play, but against these bugs. But it's nothing like the play.
Yeah. It's just they locked onto that stereotype and that fucking
But again,
teenage angsty movie thing, and they just fucking ran with it.
And again, it's supposed to be that and in your face and dumb. So it works.
Sure. I'll take it.
So, what you got? It's gotta be something. No, it's actually I turned up the stuff to get her when she's far back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause she does it a lot.
I'm right up on this phone.
Oh, I know.
I'm right up on it, baby.
Hey, we're in here.
So I kind of
Excuse me.
I like the part when they're like, okay, remember we're practicing with real rounds now.
Oh gosh.
And the guy takes his helmet off, and the girl trips and shoots him in the head.
That was serious too.
The
I was
only
like,
reason that's in my top scenes is because both this time I watched the movie, even though it's been, I can't even tell you the last time I saw this movie.
Sure.
Like forever.
It's an old movie.
But I remember having the same thought back then, and I repeated that thought today, and even said it out loud to the roommate when they went, all right, we're
dick's out.
playing with real rounds, blah, blah, blah. I said to Carrick, I was like, what a silly concept, because what if you accidentally kill one of the people you just spent all that time and money training, and then sure enough, like 30 seconds later.
But you also
And
have
I
to
was
have
like,
them
"See?"
train with live rounds.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He was like, because you don't have like the fear and stuff either, and it doesn't feel the same if you're not using
Exactly.
like the real shit. And I was like, okay, well now we know, and now someone's dead,
Right.
And
also him.
and then he gets whipped
being
like Jesus
kicked
in
out,
punishment,
right.
which I'm sorry is not administrative punishment.
Well, what is this movie trying to portray?
I'm just
though?
saying it's not administrative punishment.
It's not.
And which again, if I said out loud, I went, I don't think they know what administrative punishment is. And Carrick goes, they're administering punishment.
Yeah, yeah.
I went, okay.
What a-
Like,
I'll
What
take
an
it. I'll
astute
take it.
assumption there.
Good.
I was like,
Well, no.
and now he's Jesus.
Yeah.
He's just fucking like,
Well, hold on. So even in the end, when he's taking that decision of going down one tunnel or the other, they're like, well, if you do this, you're evading, your orders, and I think you get hanged for that, right? So there's a strict policy here
of
with
following.
yeah, and I think that's going back to the whole Nazism shit and stuff like that
Brief
about this movie.
detour.
Oh God, here we go.
I know, Steve, you've probably been here. Tara, you might have been. I was watching and listening to some audio from a YouTube thing about torture devices
Oh,
from the
God, what the
medieval
fuck?
ages. We were talking. The whipping is what kind of brought me into this.
Is it the one where you get in the bowl and they turn it on fire?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That's not the one that fucking got me though.
The pyramid where you sit on the pyramid
Yes!
and they put the
What the
fucking weights
fuck?
on your legs.
It's a sharp pyramid, and you put your fucking they put your asshole on it, your
Mm-hmm.
fucking taint, balls, ass, whatever part gets there, and they weigh you down.
They put weights on your legs, heavier and heavier weights, so your body literally splits this pyramid.
Fucking why? If
'Cause-
they put the amount of imagination they had for these torture tools into
I know.
something beneficial, we would have been light years ahead of where we are right now.
But we're not. We go back to what I said earlier about allowing certain people to have children.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, people just incestual. That's
Which-
exactly
that
what it
might
was.
be, yeah. So,
Anyways.
my favorite scene
Sure.
was what you said, which was the dude getting his brains sucked out.
Yeah, that
But
fucking.
since but since you already said that, I'm gonna go to one before this, and that is when the guy's in the fridge and he comes out and he's
Oh,
yelling
yeah.
at everybody. He's like, "We're all gonna die."
That dude's been in a couple other movies too. I can't.
In another Paul Verhoeven movie, Total Recall,
Yeah, that's
he was,
what it is.
He was Quato.
Oh yeah.
He was
okay.
a guy with
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
Quaid.
I wonder how many like third titty inspirations Total Recall spawned, because I feel like
All
I've
of them.
seen that.
All of them.
Was that the first one? It had to been some. There had to been an initial 3 boob thing before that.
I mean, aliens. Sure, there's probably something,
It has to
but
be.
that was like probably the biggest. Hey, this is
Trace.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any what the fuck moments for you guys?
The whole movie.
I mean,
the fact that bugs are attacking our planet, I feel like that in itself is.
Shooting
I
it across
find-
the fucking space.
what would that one dude say? He's like, I find the thought of a whatever bug atrocious or whatever he says.
Oh, what the fuck?
A smart bug, atrocious.
Mine's shooting shit across the fucking galaxy
Out of the asshole.
out of their assholes with that kind of precision, regardless how smart that fucking main bug is.
Right. Hey, aim
Yeah.
that way with your
Oh
butt.
yeah, you sucked out
I was like,
brains,
they talked a
so
lot
you
of
have
shit.
fucking perfect aim. Like what the
They
fuck?
talked a lot of shit about these bugs that were literally taking over a planet of humans.
Yeah.
Well,
So
no,
like, I feel like
Yeah, I think.
gotta have some respect for the bugs a little bit.
Well, yeah. So I feel
Well,
like it wasn't the brain bug telling everything what to do. I feel like it was a sentient everything. Everything's connected with the same.
It
Whatever.
was, but where do you get knowledge to fucking shoot shit out your ass across the galaxy?
Well, if that's part of their bug culture.
Also, so
We didn't
I don't-
have the knowledge to shoot shit like that at
They-
them. At
well,
least no individual human did.
They also don't show how that meteor got launched from wherever it got launched from.
Yeah.
They're just showing those aliens shooting the sky wherever. There's nothing that's precise about it.
Speaking of
Oh God.
that part where she goes, she's like, "Oh, what are you so excited? Why are you in such good mood?" She's like, "Oh, I get to fly that today." And her first time flying,
Is the biggest goddamn thing they
the
got.
biggest thing, yeah,
Besides the spaceport.
right. And then he like comes in and she's like, "Well, I changed the course," and he's like, "Why would you change my course?" And she goes, "Well, it's more efficient. It's blah blah blah." And then
She fucked up.
but what
Let
happens?
the lady drive.
But what happens? She got praised because, oh, this is the only damage that happened. We're lucky. I, again, out loud yelled at the TV, wouldn't have happened had you not changed the fucking course in the first place.
You idiot.
Like,
You're right.
she
Whatever.
caused it. Of course she is lucky she fixed it because she fucking caused it.
Yeah, I got a what the
I
fuck
think
moment.
I
Oh,
think
you
it's
go.
her tenacity.
Oh,
That
okay.
reminds me.
That's a good
of
word.
Tara.
Yeah,
I think
I'm okay
that's
with
what
that.
it is.
The tough act.
Because I was trying to pinpoint earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Because
What it was.
I know.
Is
I know
it that
you,
I
you-
look like I can't
you,
drive?
You seem you picture yourself reserved, but you do feel like kind of like a go-getter kind of chick to me. So that maybe
Oh,
that's what
I'm
it
not
is.
reserved.
I'm trying to word this proper,
No
and
one
I'm
would
not
know
good
that.
at it. But the
all
Steve
know
gets what
that.
I'm trying to fucking say. God damn it.
You're tenacious.
D.
Yeah.
To knock.
So what? I have ass tattoo too. My what the fuck moment is how the captain of that ship goes out randomly. She doesn't die from a bug or a blow up fucking room or something like that. No, she's running under a door that just she trips and then it fucking halves her.
One of my favorite things are funny deaths.
And that's funny death.
That's a funny death.
Because it's absolutely not important to the plot of the
There's
movie.
no reason it needs to be there.
Besides now she's the captain. Because
Yeah.
that's how it works. Like you said.
I'm the captain now.
Right.
Just to have
No.
shock and awe deaths.
Wouldn't the guy
I
have been
think.
the captain then?
100% that guy. Oh, no, he got his brain sucked out.
Oh, okay.
So he was the captain
So he was
until
the
that
captain
happened.
for a little bit.
Yeah,
Do,
until
He's
do,
the
do your
captain for
noise,
the
Tara. Let me take these off.
that's what happened to his brains.
It doesn't help at all.
Because you got it in stereo over here. Jesus Christ.
I'm right next to you.
Yeah, but it's obnoxiously loud when it's in the fucking mic.
Speaking of obnoxiously loud,
It's a different one.
the fun facts of the fucking week.
That was spot on.
It was good. It was good.
Director Paul Verhoeven and stars Dina Meyer with Casper Van Dien confirmed that Verhoeven and cinematographer Joss Vacano shot the co-ed scene shower in the nude themselves on a dare from Mir.
Dope.
On the day of the shoot, Verhoeven asked the cast to do a little fashion show without the fashion so that they could get comfortable being naked. When the cast was reluctant to disrobe, Verhoeven asked them what the big deal was, to which Meyer responded, "Paul, if it's no big deal, why don't you do it?" Quite unexpectedly, Verhoeven got undressed as well as Vacano, and after the initial shock and a good laugh from the cast, the scene was
hold
filmed without problems.
Hold on.
Pause.
Hey, Miles, I'm on the podcast right now, buddy.
Hi,
Yeah,
honey.
Hey. Do you want to say something to the mic? We're doing the movie Starship Trooper real quick. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Say.
I have not.
What?
You haven't seen it?
Oh,
You're in the mic right now, go ahead.
Party foul.
Am I? I have. Fun fact. And I'm gonna get burnt at the stake. I've never seen that movie.
Well, you're not doing anything right with your life.
Oh no!
Hey, I'll call you back as soon as we're done, all right, buddy?
Yeah, sounds good, dude.
All right, later.
Have fun.
Yeah, we will. Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, I figured
I
he'd
like
probably
his
seen it, but I
name
guess
in your
not.
phone is just 10 miles.
Everyone has usually either simple or goofy. Like you're simple. He was the first Steve since there's so many. So every other
Just
Steve
Steve.
after him has
I'm
So
the
I'm
only-
just in
initial.
there is Tara.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make that as a good thing though,
Is it?
because you're the first and best. Like me.
It really is. If you have a last name attached in my phone, it means that I probably
You
don't.
don't really need
My brain works in a very simple fashion. Anyways,
In a 2014 interview with Empire Magazine, director Paul Verhoeven, however the fuck you want to say it, said
Paul.
of the shower scene, Americans get more upset about nudity than ultraviolence. I am constantly amazed about that. I mean, I haven't seen any sex scenes in an American film that are anything other than completely boring. A bare breast is more difficult to get through the censors than a body riddled with bullets.
there's some truth behind that.
There is.
And I
Some
don't,
validity
I
behind
just
that.
don't understand it.
Dude, when my brain's working today, dude.
Ooh,
It's like
validity.
Yeah.
Look
Good
at
job.
you.
Validity, tenacity. Like,
I don't know what's going on, man.
What have you been drinking these days? You got some like
The
some long drink.
Finnish long drink.
Ooh, the finish. Maybe that's what's bringing
This
it
could
out.
be its own
The
fucking
citrus.
thing right here. The Finnish long drink.
I like that.
I think I do best when I'm on the edge. Like I'm fucking so tired.
Yeah.
My back's broken. I'm fucking.
Everything's
I'm
just
good.
running at 95%.
Yeah. We're there.
Yeah. Several scenes were filmed following Carmen coming to grips with the supposed death of Johnny Rico while starting a relationship with Xander. However, test audiences started to hate her character for hooking up with another man so soon after the death of her former lover and were very vocal about it. The scenes were subsequently
Big one.
deleted, although a relationship between Carmen and Xander is still implied in the rest of the movie. I mean, you can't have that fight.
Yeah.
For
I was
her-
about to say.
Let's get tattoos.
Perfect.
It's kind of funny.
Propaganda.
I also like that whole, like, where were they on the ship? Was it like, it looked like a mall.
Hey, if would any of you they have the buddy system for when you join the military, and if you guys were going to join the military, if you didn't have a choice, would you guys buddy system with me?
And get like
Wait,
a
what?
tattoo.
Yeah, say we all have to join the military. There's a draft. Terry, you're in. It's a new thing.
And we're going together.
We
We're
all
getting
have to go-
tattoos.
that's what I get for being
But you
motherless.
can, you
No
you
children,
could buddy
and-
system and you kind of follow the same path.
Oh, I didn't
kind of
know
thing.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can buddy system. See, that's what I'm saying. I do it.
There's no way we're not doing it.
Oh, dude, fucking people are like, you guys can't be in the military. Your psychiatric tests.
But would you want
failed.
Me, but would you want me to? I don't feel like you'd want me on your
If I
military
could
team.
have a buddy, I'd pick either. I would love for you guys to. I would not like to do it necessarily by myself, even though I'd be fucking
Is it my
great
tenacity?
at it. Exactly.
You're right.
The reason that I drew those parallels earlier because there's three of us, and it feels like there's three main characters in this fucking movie,
There is, yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
two dudes and a chick.
Yep.
That's what it feels. Neil Patrick Harris, the chin, and then what's her face.
Most of the movie feels like it's two chicks and a guy.
The way it starts out, the
Actually.
character arcs feel
Because
like that.
Neil actually, to be honest, has not a lot of screen time.
No.
He doesn't, but he feels like the third character.
I forget
Well,
about
they're
him
the
sometimes.
friend group.
yeah.
Yeah, and it is weird. And again, I feel like that's why the movie was made to be like more of a longer type. We're away for a while and we don't see each other.
Yeah.
But there's so much you can only do in the beginning
Because
to
you kind
make
of
it seem
forget
that.
about him.
Right. Because he's in
for a
games
lot
in
of the,
theory.
Yeah.
Because he's off doing other stuff.
Right. In an interview on the Adam Carolla show, Michael Ironside,
Who's that?
who read the book, you don't know who Adam Carolla is?
When you were
The
in
Man
high
Show. Do you remember the Man Show?
she did. There's no way she listened to that.
Girls jumping on trampolines.
Now you got me. Now I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, Adam Carolla and the late night show guy was on there for a little bit, wasn't he?
Jimmy Kimmel and Adam
Yeah,
Carolla
yeah.
were a duo forever
Okay.
before they split up because
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel decided I'm going to be responsible.
I know who
That
Jimmy
show
Kimmel
was
is.
amazing,
Yep.
by the way.
Ziggy
It was
Zaggy,
nothing-
Ziggy Zaggy. Oh,
Yeah, it's just dicks and balls,
Yeah.
tits and ass.
If that was on today, he would be I don't
Yeah,
know how he's
I
not
was a
canceled
teenager.
from that show.
Yeah, and it
He
was
did-
all.
He did blackface on that show.
It's a radio show, but
Man
they
show?
filmed it
No, it's not.
right out of the gate. It was a radio
Yeah,
show.
but then it became a show that was on like Comedy
Yeah,
Central
yeah.
and stuff. Anyways, Michael Ironside,
did it.
who read the book as a youth, said he asked
We're
director
not doing that again.
I know,
the
I'm
director
sorry.
who grew up in a Nazi-occupied Netherlands, why are you
Oh.
doing a right-wing fascist movie? Verhoeven replied, if I tell the world that a right-wing fascist way of doing things doesn't work, then no one will listen to me. So I'm going to make a perfect fascist world. Everything is beautiful. Everyone is shiny. Everything has big guns and fancy ships. but it's only good for killing fucking bugs.
Nice.
I love that. Love that for him.
Nice.
Love that for us.
Right. Well, he's basically just saying, like, if everything's perfect and everything's, what do you have? Nothing.
It also just paints that picture. This is just fucking
killing bugs.
stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just fucking dumb.
Last one here.
Yeah,
More
he basically was like, what the fuck else are they going to do?
More ammunition was used in this film than in any previous movie. According to veteran weapons coordinator Robert Rock Galati, the crew expended over 300,000 blank rounds during the course of filming, a personal record at the time.
Fucking cool. Like you said before.
They're just
This movie,
through the whole movie.
They knew what they wanted.
Oh, yeah.
They knew what they wanted.
Bullets. Death.
Tons of them.
And
So-
bugs.
And bugs. Yeah, fuck yeah. The more I
Bullets,
think of it from that
boobs,
perspective,
bugs.
the 3 Bs.
That's it. Bullets, boobs, and bugs.
What's on that came out of my mouth because of The Office, where he's like, beats, bears, Battlestar Galactica.
Bullets, boobs, and bugs.
And bugs.
Starship
Beautiful,
Troopers.
beautiful.
Yep.
That's all you
That's
need
the
to know.
tagline.
I like it. Speaking
Beautiful.
of that, final decisions out of 10.
Or do we put boobs first?
No. Boobs are second.
I always put boobs first.
I mean,
He thinks bullets first.
It's just my bag, baby.
Starship Troopers, boobs, bullets, and bugs. That actually sounds pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I don't mean
T-shirt.
because they're more important. I mean, it
T-shirt.
sounds, I think, better.
You're right.
Boobs, bullets, bugs.
It's just 2 big beetles.
Because I think bullets, I think it's because the 2-syllable word needs to go in the middle. Because it's,
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Boobs, bullets, bugs. Yeah, that works.
And bugs has to go last because it's the fucking, like, you know.
Yeah.
Only good bugs, a dead bug.
It's the
I
fucking.
should just
It's
write
the
taglines. Give me a movie.
It's the beetle from Bug's Life. Sorry, Steve. I know we're trying to. It's 2 beetles from Bug's Life. It says fucking Starship Troopers, and it's
Who are
their
the
asses
Beatles
in the
in
air.
Bugs Life? There are
The,
Beatles in Bugs Life?
the potato bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking
Those aren't beetles.
they're potato bugs. What do you call those?
Those are really polies.
Sure.
Whatever.
Yeah, but they don't
Any
have
beetle
a-
works. Do the fucking shit bug. Do the one
Do
that
the shit bug.
Bug.
All right. Again, final decisions out of
Little dung
10.
beetle.
I'm gonna go. You know what? This is for me. This movie's for me.
You should always
If I'm
rate it
feeling
for
from my
you.
heart, this is
Flowers.
This is gonna be right
your
under a
second.
7. It's a 6.9.
6.9. Nice.
6.9.
Boobs, bullets, bugs. 6.9.
6.9, baby. It feels like an appropriate.
Yeah,
rating.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tara, what do you got? 4 out of 10.
I will give it a 6 if you are accepting it for just sheer entertainment value.
Okay.
Sure.
Great review.
Thank you.
I'm going to give this
Surface
movie.
level.
Sorry. Yeah.
Surface level entertainment. That's a great term for this kind of movie.
That's also a great name for
I'm not looking for anything
Listen,
deep.
I'm full of the great taglines and
That's
and
good though.
names.
Yeah, surface
Okay.
level movie. That's a great one.
I'm not mad at that. I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10.
Oh, go on.
I will never get tired of this movie, and I'm not sure why. The movie as itself isn't that good or well acted. If anything, it feels like a super B movie. But man, when this movie hits, it fucking hits it out of the park for me. I love every single thing about this movie.
I understand you now.
Yeah.
I get you 100%. I think I've always kind of got you 100%, but I didn't
Now
think
it's
of it.
finally
Your
locked in.
rating system until now. Use the term on the nose a lot.
I am on the nose.
This movie
In the
completely
nose.
knows what it's doing,
Yep. And that's me.
and it hits it right exactly how it means to hit it. Right.
And that's exactly
yeah.
what I like about it. It
Yeah.
doesn't try to be something that it's not. It doesn't say, hey, here's the trailer for this movie. What do you think it's going to be? No, it is the trailer. The
It's
whole
just
movie is
tits,
just
bugs.
boobs, bullets, and bugs, man. And people get ripped apart. They show some boobs. They show a bunch of bugs. And then it's just wrapped up
We
with
could
Neil
add- we
Patrick
could-
Harris going, it's afraid.
Anything.
We
hold
could add
on.
blood in there if we want.
Anything
Boobs,
outside of
bullets.
those
I think 4
three
words,
things
4 words is too many.
is extra cheesy
Okay.
if you think about it, right?
I'm not disagreeing.
Anything outside of like the sensual scenes, the fucking hardcore action, the basic storyline shit to
nothing,
this
yeah.
is the cheesiest shit of all time.
Well, I also like the faux, like, internet, would you like to know more?
Yeah,
like all
it's
that
great.
shit.
It's fucking great.
Because
it
it's
feels like a
all in
game.
your face.
It
Yeah.
feels like new age, like
I
cyberpunky.
also, I forgot I had a follow-up contender for, like, my favorite scene.
Okay.
When him and Dizzy are finally, like,
Doing it.
going at it, and the guy pops in, and he's like, you got 20 minutes.
And she's like,
Like,
20 minutes.
once
like,
he sees-
we can do it.
Once he sees that she's
Yeah.
in there, and he's
Dude, I
like,
got it.
Well, and that's
give you
funny.
20 minutes.
The one thing that I don't like about that is it took him for his teacher to say to him, "Hey, never give up a good thing." For him to finally be like,
He didn't
"Oh yeah, let me go fuck this chick."
he didn't say I love you back like she did.
Look, I
Same thing Denise Richards did to him.
Which again,
Juicy
that's great,
deets.
great fucking rating.
Juicy deets.
Yep.
Look, I'm game for whatever time frame wise, right? I'll try my hardest.
I tried.
What- But that is a good time frame. That's a
And
solid
honestly,
time frame to get
you're
shit
telling
done and
me
working
after
well. You know,
Not
Right.
having sex for however long that it's been, he was going to last more than 20 minutes.
Beautiful thing.
You lost your mind.
Well, hold on. They might want to do a couple too. You never know.
Excuse me.
But also, she dies like the next day.
Yeah,
which
at
is,
least she got some.
Also,
You know, that
how
would've
cool
been
was
better.
that green violin?
It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I want it.
Super dope.
Oh,
Acrylic.
Hey, how do we make this scene look like it's in the future?
Green violin.
Green acrylic
Because of
violin.
course they
All right.
would be green in the future. Why
Of
wouldn't
course.
they? When is this supposed to? It's
I'm
supposed to
changing
be
it to a 7,
it's
Steve.
Like
Boom.
a
It's a 7.
long time in the
Fucking
future, right? Because
document
this
it.
isn't supposed to be like we haven't like got to the year that this is. It's like 700 years in the future or some shit, isn't it? Supposed to be or from the 90s.
Pretty far. I can't remember if they showed any dates or not. Do you remember, Steve? If they had
I
any dates?
also
It was
don't-
2187, I believe.
Okay, so
Did you just make that up, or do you
No,
actually know?
it's
You
around.
fucking
I
brainiac.
also don't
Neil
like
Patrick Harris.
that their scores were just up on the thing for everyone to see, and they were having their phone calls and shit just up on the screens for everybody to see.
Yeah.
So no privacy.
So next week, it's Josh's pick. It's in. We're gonna do The Nice Guys.
Oh,
Ryan Gosling,
Mm-hmm.
my man.
it's great.
Russell Crowe.
It's good.
Fucking solid movie.
Boom. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for being with us. If you're watching, subscribe. If you're listening, find us on our socials at The Decision Reel, wherever you find it. Facebook, Instagram, fucking Twitter,
Anywhere,
X,
everywhere.
Anywhere and everywhere. We're out. Bye.
Bye.
Later.